What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, former unified lightweight world champion superstar boxer Teofimo Lopez, now 16 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 12 wins by way of knockout, 24 years of age, 5'8", with a 68.5-inch arm reach, will be making his ring return in April or May, and he's going to go to a new division, the junior welterweight 140-pound division, after his shocking loss to newly crowned unified lightweight Australian star boxer George Kambosos Jr., who is now 20 wins, no losses, no draws, 10 wins by way of knockout, 28 years of age, 5'8", 5'9", with a 70-inch arm reach. With that said, Teofimo Lopez, he lost to George Kambosos Jr. November 27th in New York, Madison Square Garden, a majority decision. He was dropped in the first round. He got up. He faced the adversity. He dropped George Kambosos Jr. in the 10th round, but he was not able to close the show in the 11th and 10th round. 11th and 12th round with George Kambosos. He recaptured the pace of the fight, and he won the majority decision. With that said, after the fight, Teofimo Lopez and his team, they cited that Teofimo Lopez, for one, he struggled to make 135 pounds. Teofimo Lopez, for two, he had a major esophagus injury that a doctor claimed that Teofimo Lopez put his life on the line because, one bad punch could have ended it all for Teofimo Lopez, according to the sources. So with that said, Teofimo Lopez now is going to move up to 140 from 135, and now it's being reported that he's going to face Arnold Barboza Jr. 26 wins, no losses, no draws, 10 wins by way of knockout. He is 30 years of age, 5'9", with a 72-inch arm reach. He's the WBO International Super Lightweight World Champion, meaning the junior welterweight, super lightweight junior welterweight, okay? So with that said, Arnold Barboza, he's also with Top Rank. He's with ESPN legendary promoter Bob Arum. And so now it's being reported that this is going to be the next fight for Teofimo Lopez in April or May. Okay, this is a huge, huge risk for Teofimo Lopez. He's not going to have a tune-up fight. Arnold Barboza Jr. is not a tune-up. Okay, he's not a walk in the park. He's not the biggest puncher, again, like George Kambosos Jr., ironically, who is 20 fights with 10 knockouts. Arnold Barboza is 26 fights with 10 knockouts. Not the biggest puncher, but he does have respectable power. He's an orthodox fighter. He's very crafty, very shifty. He's very big, and he's bigger than Teofimo Lopez. Okay, so with that said, this is a risky comeback fight for Teofimo Lopez. It was being reported that Teofimo Lopez could fight some tough opponents coming back. There was a plethora of names that were on the table. Obviously, Teofimo Lopez being the star that he is, many people want to see Teofimo Lopez, although he lost in the biggest fights possible, okay? So there were many names that were being thrown out as possible opponents for Teofimo Lopez making a comeback, okay? And so now Arnold Barboza is pressing for the fight, and now it looks like Teofimo Lopez, is willing to oblige it, okay? This is a huge fight for Teofimo Lopez. Initially, it looked like Teofimo Lopez, he could fight Jose Pedraza. Jose Pedraza, is a former world champion. Jose Pedraza, 29 wins, 3 losses, no draws, 14 wins by way of knockout, 32 years of age, 5'8", with a 70-inch arm reach, orthodox fighter. Jose Pedraza is on a 3-fight winning streak. He had a fight of the year fight with Jose Zepeda, and so with that said, he's coming back. Jose Pedraza, March 4th of this year, he's going to face former unified junior welterweight world champion, Mexican superstar boxer Jose Carlos Ramirez in his next fight. Jose Ramirez, he lost. He's 26 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 17 wins by way of knockout. 29 years of age, 5'10", with a 72-inch arm reach. He's coming off of a loss May of 2021 against Josh Taylor, undefeated, now undisputed junior welterweight world champion British superstar boxer Josh Taylor. He won a unanimous decision over Jose Ramirez, but he dropped Jose Ramirez in the fight. It was a great fight, undisputed fight, but Jose Ramirez is coming off that loss. We haven't seen him in the ring since then. And now in March, nearly 2 years, he would have been out the ring, and he's going back in that fight. So Jose Pedraza was being mentioned as a possible comeback opponent for Teofimo Lopez. And there's also was talk of Teofimo Lopez possibly facing off against, it's Montana Too Pretty Love. Okay, Montana Love, 17 wins, no losses, 1 draw, 9 wins by way of knockout, 27 years of age, 5'8" with a 68.5-inch arm reach. He's coming off a TKO victory over Carlos Diaz, and Montana Love obviously undefeated. The fight with him and Kenny Sims Jr., many people thought Kenny Sims Jr. should have won the fight, but it ended in a draw. That seemed to be a possible opponent. He's slick, very quick. He's a southpaw. He has respectable power, very accurate. He's a pure boxer. And, that was another option. But Montana Love, he fights on DAZN with Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn. So they will have to do a joint promotional situation there. So it looks like the opponent is going to be for Teofimo Lopez, shockingly, right, is going to be Arnold Barboza Jr., okay, which is a tough fight for Teofimo Lopez. Now, Teofimo Lopez, again, he cited the injury and the fact that he struggled to make the weight was the reasoning for Teofimo Lopez not being able to, produce and perform like he normally is accustomed to doing. He was looking for one punch the entire night. He was being very predictable. He looked very sluggish. He looked very big in the fight. He looked much bigger than George Kambosos Jr. And so, it's very possible because Teofimo Lopez had been reportedly, struggling to make weight for quite some time. So it's not a surprise that Teofimo Lopez, had the performance he did. It's just that, he wasn't able to weather the storm against a guy he was highly favored to beat and seemed to be more talented than George Kambosos Jr., who's not a big puncher, okay, and was relatively unknown going into that fight. So with that said, it was a shock to many people to see the outcome of the fight and how the fight played out. But nonetheless, George Kambosos Jr., he was very confident going into the fight. He felt like he was had every ability possible to win the fight. Obviously, he was very confident, as he should be, and he pulled it off, okay? So with that said, Teofimo Lopez now is in a position where he can rectify, the loss. He can, solidify that it was the fact that he struggled to make weight. The injury played a major part, and he just couldn't, let his hands go like he wanted to. It was reports that he, it was equivalent to him having a brick sitting on his chest the entire night. Nonetheless, Teofimo Lopez, he showed tons of heart. He was coming forward. He just never made any big adjustments. Now, Teofimo Lopez, he shocked the world when he defeated Olympic gold medalist, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, 3-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer Vasyl High-Tech Lomachenko. When Teofimo Lopez shocked the world and defeated Lomachenko. Now, I picked Teofimo Lopez to beat Lomachenko back in October of 2020. Teofimo Lopez won a unanimous decision. He shocked the world, but I picked Teofimo Lopez to win the fight because I am aware that Vasyl Lomachenko, he's not the biggest guy in the world, and he struggles when you put him on the back foot, okay? When you put Teofimo Lopez on the back foot, Vasyl Lomachenko on the back foot, he struggles when he's on the back foot. And so Teofimo Lopez's aggression, his youth, his size, his athletic ability proved to be a problem for Lomachenko for the first 7 rounds. I thought Teofimo Lopez clearly won the first 7 rounds, if not the first 6 rounds, 6-1, right? Lomachenko didn't throw double-digit punches until the 7th, 8th round, okay, because he was hesitant of what was coming back with Teofimo Lopez. So Teofimo Lopez himself shocked the world, but in his first defense, Teofimo Lopez, he came up short. So now he's going to move up in weight. Now, stylistically, I think that this is going to be a very, very tough fight for Teofimo Lopez. Stylistically, I think that Teofimo Lopez, he cannot be one-dimensional with a guy that's going to be much bigger than he is. Because the night of the fight, Arnold Barboza Jr. is going to be well over a welterweight, okay? The night of the fight, okay? He could possibly be a 150-pounder, if not more, the night of the fight. Now, Teofimo Lopez is going to have room to grow, but he doesn't have height and arm reach. Now, he'll have the size, and I'm sure he'll have more energy. But as far as size goes and skill goes, he cannot be one-dimensional. He cannot be in the ring looking for one punch, or he's going to lose back-to-back fights. Arnold Barboza Jr. is a very good fighter. He doesn't have the most power, but he's naturally a bigger guy than Teofimo Lopez, and he's used to fighting at a higher weight than Teofimo Lopez, and that could prove to be a serious problem if Teofimo Lopez is in there looking for one punch like he did with George Kambosos Jr. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Wow.